we are brothers and plumbing's our game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. If your sink is in trouble, you can call us on the double. We're faster than the...
What up, guys? How's it going? Well, it's time for me to do my one video a month, or sometimes I might do two one day, but just because my streams get so much more content views and whatnot, I'm doing only one YouTube video a month. But anyway, it finally happened. We finally got an awesome full Nintendo focused Nintendo Direct after the indie presentations, the multiple, I guess you could say, third-party developer directs, mini directs. We finally got one from Nintendo officially about Nintendo first-party titles. This is the one we were waiting for. This is the one that we were all itching for. And this is the one that I think pretty much has everybody more excited, which is good, because I know I got excited. I woke up, well, I guess I should say this afternoon, and saw my Discord flooded with comments and tags and people complaining about Nintendo, or people were being happy with Nintendo, and I was like, what's going on? And then I just saw Mario, and I was like, all right, stop. Don't read anymore. I was like, let me go look at the announcements, let me go look at the news, and I was very happy. As you can tell, I got my Mario gear all decked out and whatnot. So the Mario 35th anniversary was announced, and of course we got Mario Brothers All-Stars, all that good stuff for the Switch, which is going on in the background right now, which is really cool. I mean, as someone who was alive and a kid when that actually released, I kind of was like, oh, that's exciting. That was very, very cool for me. And then of course, they made some other announcements, which we'll go over and talk about. The biggest one being the Super Mario Collections, Super Mario HD All-Stars 2 or Collections. I forgot what it was called. I already pre-ordered it and everything like that. That's why it took me a while to get this video out, because I had to go take care of that first, because limited quantities. So I had to make sure I sealed the deal in terms of getting a copy of myself. But yeah, I mean, that's the one I was really excited about. That's the one that while I was watching in bed in my PJs still, I was like, just seeing that just hearing that Super Mario 64 jingle hop up, I was just like, it was great. But anyway, let's go into details a little bit more about what happened. We can talk about it. Some of the things that popped up was, is it worth the $60 in terms of both Super Mario 3D World and the Super Mario Collection? We'll go ahead and have that discussion right here, right now. But of course, let's talk about the news first, and then we'll talk about my opinions afterwards. Alright, so one of the things, of course, they announced, I thought it was pretty cool, but I don't know if I'll get it, was the Super Mario Brothers Game & Watch little handheld device. That does look cool. I mean, but again, it only has the original Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario Brothers 2, The Lost Levels. I mean, it's definitely it kind of reminds me of the Game Boy Micro and whatnot. And of course, I had another little Game & Watch mode. So you basically get 3 games. I think it was for $50, $50 was the thing. And of course, it has a clock and everything like that. This is definitely more of a Mario Origins kind of thing. This is definitely something for those who really care about really OG, old school, old-timey Mario, and how he kind of got started in terms of the Super Mario franchise. Obviously, he was in Donkey Kong and everything like that before. And it's coming out November 3rd. So again, don't know if I'm going to get it. If I do, it's just because I have extra money. I see it, and it's just something I'd like as a collectible, because obviously I've been there from the OG days and whatnot. And they did announce that they were going to actually port over Super Mario Brothers 3D Worlds, which was the WiiU version getting ported over. I checked online on Amazon and of course the Nintendo eShop, and they're wanting a full $60 for it. That's honestly my least favorite Super Mario Brothers to ever exist in terms of home console Marios. So it's not one that I'm really excited for. I mean, it's probably one that I'm honestly not gonna buy. I might if friends and family are oh hey, go ahead and send me a Christmas or birthday wish list, I'll probably put it on there. I mean, same thing was for the was it Super Mario Brothers Deluxe? I didn't buy that one. That was one that was just kind of sitting on my Amazon wish list, and when people asked about it, I actually got it for my birthday last year, and don't get me wrong, I still played it, and I streamed it, and streamed the whole time, the whole basically completion of me playing it, because it was a game that I've never beaten before. However, this game I have beaten before. I mean, so I was just I'm a little bit less motivated to buy it, and like I said, it's definitely my least favorite in terms of the actual core franchise Marios. I felt like it was already a lazy game as it was. I was okay, basically what they did is just got the 3DS version sequel and says, hey, well, the Wii U's kind of struggling and it sold very well on the 3DS, so let's just put the sequel that we had planned for the 3DS on the Wii U. And since it was multiplayer and whatnot, I feel like with the lack of online multiplayer, it shouldn't have even been a thing. Because I mean, like, couch co-op is fun, but I feel like to make this game really successful, you should have done it on a bigger install base like the 3DS, or should have like made it online compatible for online multiplayer. But I mean, again, this isn't a video about how much I didn't like this game and why I didn't like this game, but they are adding new DLC for it for the $60 price tag. The Bowser's Fury. So let's go, we'll see what that's about. I feel like we need more details to actually get excited for something like that. Alright, and just some honorable mentions I wanted to kind of just talk about real quick, but not spend too much time on, was like Mario 35, or Super Mario Bros. 35, which is kind of like, similar to Tetris 99 or 99 Tetris, I forgot what it was called. But basically it's kind of like a battle royale game where you play the original Super Mario Brothers. And every enemy you defeat, you send to somebody else, which, I guess that's pretty cool. I mean, that's definitely a unique thing. I think it's only available to members of the Nintendo Online subscription, and of course you can only play it until March. Very odd choice indeed, but I get it. Super Mario, honestly, I think that's something they could have charged, and then allowed people to play for pretty cheap. Charge $10 and just be a new game for players. But for whatever reason, I guess I don't understand the logic behind that one. But yeah, it's only for limited time run. And then the other game I wanted to talk about was the Super Mario Brothers. I forgot what it was called. It's like Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. Basically, you have a toy with a camera and you play it on the Switch. You build the courses yourself. I mean, that looks kind of cool. I'd rather would have just had a new, brand new, Mario games, Mario Kart 9 or something, but I get it. This is something cool for the kids to play with at home. I mean, unfortunately the multiplayer involves you getting a whole nother car and having a kid with a whole nother Switch. So I mean, I honestly just think it's kind of a waste. Personal thing, but I mean, obviously, like I said, the idea of it is cool, but it's not something I would get or even be interested in. But I can definitely see the fun that is to be had with this. Of course, on top of everything else, they're doing a little mini events here and there. I know some of them, some awards. There's a whole bunch of stuff, awards things. I know there's a pin set, Super Mario 35th anniversary pin set that you can get from the Club Nintendo or My Nintendo program. Of course, the Mario Kart Tour for the cell phone. They're having the OG, the Super Nintendo Mario character show. I think it's Mario and Donkey Kong Jr., which is still pretty cool. I would have liked to see that on Mario Kart 8 as well. Of course, Nintendo Store is getting a lot of Mario 35th anniversary limited edition stuff, like t-shirts. I think that's the only thing I saw in the video. Let's see. I know they're also doing I think some Mario Maker things, some Smash Brothers things. There's that Splatfest. Oh yeah, the Splatfest. Awesome Splatfest. This is not a rematch Splatfest. This is an actual original Splatfest. Supersized Mushroom versus Invincibility Superstar in terms of the actual competition. And of course, my Nintendo rewards have some Splatfest / Mario crossover theme things. I want those. That and the t-shirt as well. I want those. I haven't looked to see if they were available yet. I've been looking for this stuff, or looking for things for this video, and of course the Animal Crossing furniture they mentioned as well. But I haven't played Animal Crossing in so long that I don't know if I'm going to do anything with that. Puma are doing shoes. Apparently Black Milk are doing some kind of things. Hasbro obviously doing a lot of video game Mario themed stuff. Jax, of course. Lego, we already know about the Lego things. That's literally on every news thing. So a lot of hype for the Mario stuff. Again, I just want the Splatfest things and the Mario crossover things, so hopefully I can get all that stuff. Might have to buy a few Nintendo games to make that happen. And of course, if you're a PlayStation Nintendo, online subscriber and have, access to the Nintendo Online stuff, you can get the Mario Brothers All-Stars that originally released on the SNES. Yeah, that was cool. And I remember that one. The one I had was the one that actually had Super Mario World in it. The fact that, but then again, Super Mario World's already on the Nintendo Switch Online stuff, so that makes sense that they don't include that game. But that's still cool to see that, because I remember they re-released that for the Wii for the 30th anniversary, and that was the only new game we got. And of course, the thing that made me the most excited, kind of like the granddaddy of them all, the thing that kind of made me in my freaking bed, just get freaking chills of nostalgia and just excitement, was the 3D All-Stars. which includes Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. Strange that they didn't add Galaxy 2. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. Honestly, that was my least favorite in terms of the Galaxy series. I really didn't like it all that much. I mean, it was a hub world game. The story was very bland. It kind of like made it to where Galaxy 1 didn't even happen. Like the events in Galaxy 1 didn't even matter. Of course, Rosalina wasn't in it. It just felt like they had a bunch of extra levels like to go for in Galaxy 2. And they just put it in a game and put a price tag on it, and it's like, there you go, here you go. Oh yeah, and you can ride Yoshi. And that's just kind of how I felt like Galaxy 2 was. So I didn't like it as much as Galaxy 1. I just felt like it wasn't original enough. It just kind of was like, here's some new levels. You kind of are disregarding all the events in Galaxy 1. Have fun with it. And then, like I said, felt kind of like a money grabber. But it was still a fun game. But, I mean, I'm not really losing a lot of sleep without it. Galaxy 1 just felt so much better. It had a better soundtrack, a more memorable soundtrack. And it just, to me, was the overall better game. But, you know, to each his own. It's still kind of sad to not see Galaxy 2, but at the same time, it's just like, well, I mean, if you're going to leave out a game, I'd rather you leave out that one than any of the other games that made this list. But, I mean, like I said, this was kind of like the big holiday title that I was hoping for, or like just, I felt like the fall release was very bland, but this is the one that has me pretty excited. They're literally 3 of the best platforming games to ever exist in video game history, period. So, I mean, of course, my excitement is unmatched. But the question that, you know, a lot of people are asking is this worth $60? I think it is. You're getting 3 HD portable, you know, versions of these games that you can take anywhere. I mean, of course, you know, that higher resolutions, everything like that. I mean, Sunshine, you're able to play with the Joy-Cons. They're Joy-Con compatible, so I really like that. I feel like I feel like a lot went in there. Of course, there's the whole music thing. I feel like you're getting a lot of content for like $20 a game, and you know, try finding those games originally in their original packaging and whatnot. Anytime right now, you're gonna not pay any less than $50. And the fact that they announced it 2 weeks before it drops is a little bit of a head scratcher, but I was able to pre-order mine from my local GameStop, and hopefully they have enough copies. They said they had a limited quantity, but I was one of the people that were able to get them. So, I mean, all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. Now, the question of, is it worth $60? My answer is yes. I think it is. Each game's $20. Each game is a portable HD version of its predecessor. And like I said, you're getting older games and putting them on a newer console for the older generations and newer generations to play. You're making new fans with your legacy IPs. That makes sense. That's smart. That ensures the survival of your franchise for years to come. The fact that they limited it to September to March, I feel is like a bit dumb and a bit of a head scratcher. But my guess is that they'll either re-release them at some point or make them all available separately. I think that's like one of the smartest things they can do. Is kind of create. I mean, Nintendo's annoying. I hate this market strategy that they do, but they give it a basically a false sense of rarity. And then, you know, they kind of just, I don't know. That's a whole topic on itself. But yeah, I think that's fine. $60 for that price for HD portable versions and the best versions you can get of those games is fair. Because, like I said, you won't find those games, like you won't find a 64 cartridge, you won't find a working GameCube one for like less than $50 each. Galaxy is easier to find. You can get that digitally on the WiiU still. The Wii versions are still pretty cheap. They're like $20. I mean, sometimes people try and sell them for $30, but usually used game stores have them for a pretty fair price. So I feel like Galaxy is the only one of those that's easy to find and still for pretty cheap. But 3D World, I don't think it's worth it. Like I said, I kind of like went into a whole topic on that. Honestly, even with DLC, I don't think it's like worth that price. I think it's a little dumb. But I mean, unless the DLC is like really cool and adds like a whole bunch of story. But from my experience, the deluxe versions of games, though they have cool new stuff and cool new DLC like Mario Kart 8, this new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Captain Toad, they're minuscule. They're minuscule DLC add-ons that, to me, don't justify the price. But, you know, like I said, most of the Wii U ports I have actually not bought. I think the only one that I've ever bought myself and I didn't get for Christmas or for birthday was Bayonetta. But I never played Bayonetta on the Wii U, even though I owned it. I actually still own it. It's in a box somewhere. But yes, I own that game, but I never actually played it just because I had like a backlog of other things. But that's the only ever, like, I guess you could say Wii U port that I ever bought and actually played. But anyway, so I think I've ranted on long enough. We'll go ahead and go to this outro. Alright guys, so that's what I definitely thought about it. Again, I like the fact that, you know, it's $20 a game. HD portable versions of, you know, freaking some of the best platformings in the entire existence of video game history. You know, not a bad deal. And of course we can't forget like Uncharted collection, the freaking, you know, Mass Effect trilogy, you know, the God of War collection, and the list goes on and on. BioShock collection, they all released $60 when they first came out. So I mean, the fact that $20 for HD portable versions of, like I said, 3 of the best platforming games in all of existence, I think that's a fair deal. $20 a pop, that's fair to me. But I mean, I'm more excited about that than Pikmin 3. I'm more excited about the All-Stars collection more than what was it? See, I already forgot 3D World. As I mentioned earlier, 3D World is kind of like my least favorite third, like, core Mario game, like, ever, unfortunately. So I mean, I would have rather had Galaxy 2 than that game, but yeah, I don't know. Again, weird that they didn't include Galaxy 2. I don't know. I don't care. Galaxy 1 was the better game for me personally. I preferred Galaxy 1 over 2. So it's not a big loss, but I just like, why didn't they add it? But again, who knows? I mean, again, I'm not Nintendo's marketing. So I'm not gonna say, like, I'm not miffed about the whole thing. Like, everything's great. I'm excited for this holiday title lineup. I mean, kind of sucks that it is only ports. I mean, then again, Nintendo's making so much money right now, like, they really don't, they don't really have to try hard. So, but like I said, I am excited for like the Mario 3D All-Stars. Again, I just finished I just finished Sunshine a few weeks ago. I think it's a couple months ago now. So like I said, it's my rain dance. The same thing happened with Twilight Princess. As soon as I beat that game, they HD released it like a couple months. So they announced it and released it a couple months later. So again, if you guys ever want an HD remake of a game, let me know. I'll play it, and then Nintendo will release it a couple months later. Because that seems to be the thing. That seems to be the way it works. So, but anyway, I can go on and on about all this stuff. I mean, all the other Mario products were cool. I'm excited about the Mario Splatfest. I'm excited about, you know, some of the, like, the toys, the clothes, everything like that. I don't know if I'll get them all. I mean, just because the games have always been my forte. I've always liked the games. I mean, Mario is not, you know, Mario has always been a great video game franchise, so I want the video games more than I want the products. Like, I'll get the Pumas maybe, because, you know, they're 64, Mario 64 themed, if I can find them. Pumas are kind of like, I got like wide feet, and Pumas are definitely those for like skinny feet, so I never wear them. Even finding Nikes in my size is pretty hard. But anyway, that's a whole entire different conversation. But I want to go ahead and, like, I gotta do like those Mario things. Like, I want to get that pin set if I can. I don't think I'll be able to. I think everybody and their mother is out trying to get it, but I'm gonna try to get it because, you know, the dude with the Nintendo wall here loves Nintendo memorabilia. I mean, obviously I got a lot of Nintendo products. I mean, it's just my thing. I love Nintendo. I like their games. They make some of the best games to ever exist in video games. So I mean, I'm gonna definitely support the collection. I don't know if I'll get 3D World. I may get it just due to, like, if like I get a lot of stream requests for it, then I'll probably get it and bite the bullet. And plus, I do want to know what that extra DLC content is about, because, you know, that's like Bowser's Furry or Fury or whatever. I call it Bowser's Furry because he looks like a giant furry when he wears his cat suit. But yes, that's I don't know, like the whole Wii U port with additional DLC. It's usually, to me, like, not worth the $60 price to like redo it, but, you know, who knows, maybe this time it will be $60 and will be worth $60. But like I said, 3D World, honestly, I beat it, I had it, I think I streamed it a few times. It's literally my least favorite in the franchise in terms of core 3D Mario games. I like 3D World for the 3DS better than I liked 3D Land. I don't know, 3D Land felt kind of lazy to me. The focus was multiplayer. It just didn't have that good Mario feel. It just kind of felt like a cash grab. But anyway, I can go on and on about that game, but I don't know if I'll get it. I may get it just out of principle because I am curious. I need to see more details. I'll get it eventually. Well, hopefully it'll be like Nintendo's $20 selects at some point. Honestly, the fact that most of the games coming up for Nintendo reports are a little disappointing. However, I can't like act like I'm not super excited about at least one of them. I mean, and one of them comes out in 2 weeks. Like, holy crap, we got like no time to like get excited or get hyped for that. I was like, bam, Here you go, 2 weeks. But anyway, so yeah, I think my camera just cut out, so I guess that's time for me to say goodbye. Honestly, I can keep going on and on and on and on. You guys know these videos are really long for absolutely no reason. I just like talking about video games and Nintendo stuff. But anyway, dudes, have yourself a great day, night, week, whatever. Peace out. See you next time, and or next month. And hopefully, if Nintendo makes any other cool announcements between now and the end of the year, I'll go ahead and make a video about that. Like I said, I'll do at least one video a month, just because I get thousands of views for my stream accumulatively, and I get like 20 views a video. So I love making videos, just not going to put a lot of time and effort into them. If you guys don't, I feel like that's only fair. I do what you guys would like to see and prefer, then you know what I like to do and prefer. Because, you know, I'm a content creator. I'm here to entertain you guys, not myself. Though I love talking about this stuff. Obviously, I can go on and on and on and rant and rant and rant and rant and rant. Oh God, one of these days I need to get one of the, like another cosplayer or like streamer or YouTuber or whatnot, so that way we can just sit in a room, have the camera going, and just talk about Nintendo things all day and all night. But anyway, I need to go. Thank you very much. Throwback Thursdays today, so I got to stream. Have yourself a great day, night, week, whatever, and swing your arms from side to side. Come on and let's all do the Mario.
One step, and then again, let's do the Mario all together now. You got it. It's the Mario. Do the Mario. Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario. Take one step, and then again, let's do the Mario all together now.